garden oasis where every bloom is perfect. God sees us not just as we are, but as we will be. God's garden oasis where every bloom is perfect. God sees us not just as we are, but as we will be.
In this past year with the pandemic, people have really had to use a lot of coping skills. Some people have been better at it than others, and we have seen a wide variety of people who have struggled with coming to terms with the pandemic. But in our lives, we are always having to cope with something. I'm Nancy Hammond, this is God's Garden Oasis, and I'm glad you're here today. Coping are protective actions that we use during difficult times. They're the ways that we respond to something that's really difficult. Some people live in dangerous or uncertain circumstances all the time, and they are having to use their coping mechanisms constantly. Some of us really are blessed to not have to deal with difficult times on a continual basis. But then when those times do come up, we are forced to use some methods that will help us, but that we may not be real comfortable with. Joshua 1:9 reminds us to be strong and courageous because God is with us. He is always with us, and He will get us through. Psalm 55 verse 22 says, give your concerns to God. And that's important. It's not just that I feel them. Sometimes I have to remind myself, did I give that to God? Did I say, Lord, I don't know what to do here? Giving my concerns to God is important. And John chapter 1 verse 9, Romans 8:28, and John 14:27 all remind us to look to God during those tough times because He will get us through, and that is a promise we can count on. Our verse from today is from Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, with prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. Boy, with thanksgiving. That's not easy to do. In difficult times, to be thankful, but maybe you can be thankful that things aren't worse. Maybe you can be thankful that you are getting through it, or that someone has stepped forward to walk with you. Maybe you can just be thankful that God is there. Whatever it is, make sure you're thankful, but be willing to submit your requests to the Lord. Have a great day.